Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to call to order the meeting of January 15th, the policy meeting. This is time for council information and follow-up requests. Does anyone have anything?
I do.
Okay.
I do have to go to a parent conference. I just want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. Hope all you had a joyful day on the New Year's and make the most of your year. My next coffee with Laura is Wednesday, January 23rd at Filiberto's on 23rd Avenue in Camelback. And you can come and join me and have a chorizo burrito with me. On this Friday, 2019, is the MLK Awards and Scholarship Breakfast. This is the 33rd year honoring the legacy of Dr. King. Hope to see you there. I still believe in the dream is the theme, and excited to be there. Arizona PBS Kids Day, that is February 16th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And we will have a bunch of kids. It's a kids' day where at Civic Space there will be lots of activities, story time, and fun. And then the Willow and Coronado home tours will be starting in the street fairs Sunday, February 10th, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then Sunday, February 24th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So come and show our neighborhoods how much we appreciate them. And that is it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I just want to announce on January 24th from 9 to 10:30 a.m. we have our community office hours. We realize that sometimes it's very difficult for some of our residents to come to City Hall or to come to community meetings, so we're making sure that we're as accessible as we can be. I just want to give a big shout out to 19 North. Shannon McBride's doing an excellent job with community and collaborations. They have a Second Fridays event that they have every month. My family and I were out there. They have food trucks, live music, so I just want to really thank them for all the incredible work that they're doing in 19 North. And lastly, I was able to attend the grand opening of the Colangelo College of Business at GCU. It's really exciting to have a good business education available in District 5. So we have a lot of really exciting things, and I just wanted to recognize that. Thank you, Mayor.
Mayor, if I might, I just wanted, this is more of a request. I have already asked the city manager, and I know they're looking into ways to help the federal employees who are not receiving a paycheck right now, see if there's anything we can do as a city to assist them, and I think they're brainstorming on some good ideas. And kudos to you, Mayor. I realize you called a couple public utilities to see if they could help as well. Thank you.
Councilwoman, did you have anything?
Thank you. I'd like to thank the Phoenix IDA for their $50,000 donation to Europe. I was able to meet some of the students who participated in the program, and I was very impressed by them. Also a reminder that the Parks and Recreation Code of Conduct policy meetings one is being held today at South Mountain Community Center from 6 to 8 p.m. Also, the Sports Turf Management Association has selected Lindo Park to make improvements this year on January 21st. So I look forward to meeting all the volunteers there. And we also have a community meeting on January 29th about the Cesar Chavez Community Center. So I hope to see you guys there. And also make sure to attend your neighborhood association or block watch meetings that they will be presenting. Streets Department will be presenting, and they are asking for some community input on street improvements. So that's really it. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to thank all of the federal workers at the airport. They are continuing to come without pay, keeping our airport safe, making sure the planes are landing and taking off safely, and I just think we are deeply indebted to them. They're very loyal to us, and I want to help them in any way we can. I also want to thank everyone who attended all the public meetings on the arena. They were well attended. Staff did an outstanding job presenting it and getting the facts out of what it was all about. And I also want to thank staff for T3 opening. We will see more about it in a few minutes, but it was very exciting to be able to announce that's the John McCain III Terminal 3 airport facility, and it was a real honor to have Cindy McCain there with us. So thank you to staff. That was an excellent opening, very impressive. Do we have a call for an executive session?
Mayor, in accordance with the properly posted notice and agenda, I move that the City Council pursuant to Arizona Revised Statutes, Section 38 to 431.03A, meet in executive session on Tuesday, January 29th, 2019 at 1 p.m. in the East Conference Room, 12th floor of the Phoenix City Hall, 200 West Washington Street, Phoenix, Arizona.
I have a second?
What date?
January 29th.
Oh, now, did we, I think we just talked about having another meeting regarding some of the information we were provided.
I think we will probably have that. Do you have a date yet?
Mayor, Councilman DeCiccio, we do not have a date yet, so we will call that as a special meeting.
Oh, I
but
see.
In order to honor the request to find
Okay.
that date. The staff is working with all your offices to identify a date.
Okay.
Was that a second? Okay. We have a motion and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Report from the city manager.
Mayor, just to be brief, we will begin our budget cycle next month. February 26th will be the policy session where we will bring a 5-year budget forecast, and that will kick off the 2019-2020 budget season. Thank you.
Thank you. The next item is the requirement for us to call a recall election in City Council District 7. And we are doing this because it is in the charter. I understand. Are you frowning at me when I say that?
Just to clarify, it's not in the charter, it's in state law
Oh.
that has to be done.
I guess that's even higher standard, right? Okay, it's, and it is a procedure that's required. Doesn't mean we're endorsing it or taking any other action beyond what's required. So I think you have to take roll call first.
Councilman DeCiccio?
Here, and just to reiterate, if I could, Mayor, this is purely a procedural thing that we have to do. I don't know of anyone up here that supports the recall against Councilman Nowakowski. It's just something that we have to do, or required to do, because signatures were turned in. Thank you, Mayor. And yes, here.
Councilwoman Guevara?
Here.
Councilwoman Mendoza? Councilman Nowakowski? Councilwoman Pastor?
Here.
Councilwoman Stark?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Waring?
Here.
Mayor Williams?
Here. We will now, do I have a motion?
Mayor, we need to read the 24-hour paragraph.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, please. Sorry.
The title of the following ordinance number on the agenda was available to the public at least 24 hours prior to this council meeting and therefore may be read by title or agenda item only. Ordinance number S45311, an ordinance calling a recall election in the city of Phoenix to be held on May 21st, 2019 in Council District 7 as required by Chapter 17 of the Phoenix City Charter and Arizona Revised Statutes, Title 19, Chapter 2.
Thank you. Do we have a motion?
Mayor, I'll make the motion. As Councilman DeCiccio suggested, this is something, yes, we at least have to put on the table. I'm not happy to be making this motion. I just wanted to say that. So I move a call for a recall election in Council District 7.
And I am unhappy, but I will make a second.
DeCiccio? Guevara?
Yes.
Mendoza?
Yes.
Pastor?
Yes.
Stark?
Yes.
Waring?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes. T3 modernization.
Good afternoon, Mayor and members of the council. My name is Jim Bennett. I'm Director of Aviation Services for the city. We appreciate this opportunity to update you on the status of the Terminal 3 modernization project at Sky Harbor International Airport. I want to thank you for your support over the years as we have moved to transform a terminal that was opened in 1979 into a state-of-the-art facility that will long serve aviation needs here in Phoenix. As seen on this slide, this is what the western facade of Terminal 3 looked like before we began the modernization program. Now, as we have completed this most recent component of the program, the facade has been transformed into the modern John S. McCain III Terminal 3. As a brief reminder, construction on the program began in early 2015 and has a program budget of $590 million. Phase 1 of Component 1 opened to the public in December of 2016. Phase 2 of Component 1 opened January 7th of this year. Component 2, which is the new South Concourse, also opened on January 7th of this year. And now Component 3, which is the existing North Concourse, has begun its transformation just this week. We appreciate the ongoing support of the Mayor and Council for this program, and we're delighted that several of you had the opportunity to join Mayor Williams for the ribbon cutting and dedication event that we had on January the 7th. As part of the opening event on January 7th, we were honored to have Cindy McCain join us as Terminal 3 was publicly recognized as the John S. McCain III Terminal 3 for the first time since City Council approved on December 20th of 2017.
Has joined the meeting.
The naming of the terminal for Senator McCain. Signs on both the east and the west side of the building facade recognize the terminal as the John S. McCain III Terminal 3, and a bronze plaque will be installed in a pre-security location to recognize the contributions of Senator McCain in his service to Arizona and as a highly decorated aviator. And now I will just briefly highlight some of the transformations which have occurred within the terminal processor or the lobby part of the building. Now, many of you may remember the old Starbucks and the aviation department offices which were located above on the mezzanine level. Today, this is the transformation that has occurred to that same area. And this is just another view of that general area, but is seen from a different perspective. And now, the same area as you head down to baggage claim today. You may also recall some of the old Terminal 3 lobby concessions that we had available. This is now a view of just a few of the concession offerings in the lobby today. And as we worked to rebuild this terminal, we took great care to preserve the past as well as its art. You may recall the stained glass above the old escalator canyon, as we used to refer to it, as well as the SPAD aircraft that used to hang there. The SPAD aircraft is now located on display at the 44th Street SkyTrain station, and the stained glass ceiling is now part of the art in the new Arrivals Plaza. As we now move to the South Concourse, the transformation is equally impressive. This used to be the entrance to the South Concourse as you made your way through security. But the new Terminal 3 has a consolidated security checkpoint and has allowed us to open up this entrance and turn it into a welcoming space with a terrazzo floor art piece designed by Teresa Villegas. As you will recall, the old concourse had low ceilings and was dark and narrow. But today, the concourse has these tall ceilings, plenty of natural light, is wide and spacious for our passengers to enjoy. The old concourse also had limited space for concessions, but today we have what I am sure will become award-winning concessions very similar to those in Terminal 4. Some of the South Concourse amenities include a new animal relief area and power outlets and USB connections at most seating locations. We also have a children's play area and Sky Harbor's first ever Delta Sky Club. As we mentioned concessions, the newly opened Terminal 3 has 24 new food, beverage, and retail concessions, of which 10 are local brands. And a feature of the concession program is that for the first time, a majority of all the concession offerings are post-security, which is what the passengers certainly prefer. And the new terminal continues with the city's public art program, with new pieces by Donald Lipinski and Teresa Villegas. In addition to these new pieces, we have created an outdoor sculpture and botanical garden in the West Plaza that offers travelers an opportunity to enjoy Arizona's natural beauty. There is an additional animal exercise park in this area. And now the final component of the project is the redevelopment of the North Concourse. Work began on this project this week and should be completed in 2020. Once complete, the airlines from Terminal 2 will be relocated into this new facility, and then Terminal 2 will be demolished. The North Concourse component is shown here. There will be a concession node added to the concourse that will allow for expanded offerings as well as the potential for an additional airline club. And when complete in 2020, the North Concourse will have sections of its ceiling raised with skylights added similar to those in the main terminal lobby, as well as new enlarged concession space. Once again, I want to thank you for your continued support for this program. It has been a successful opening and transition to these new facilities. And also I want to thank the aviation team and all of our stakeholders that have made this transformation a success. And happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Does anyone have any questions? Councilwoman?
I just wanted to say thank you. It was a great opening ceremony. It was wonderful to have Cindy McCain there, and she said it all when she said this is our welcoming door to Phoenix. And you know, I think I know I travel it. I have a lot of friends that travel Sky Harbor, and it is, in my humble opinion, the best airport in the country. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Mayor, this is Michael.
Oh, I'm just going to announce you were on the phone. Go ahead.
Just a correction, we're the friendliest also.
Correct. Well, thank you very, oh, Councilwoman.
I just want to thank our staff, our contractors, and our artists for an amazing job that you guys did there. It's just beautiful. Just walking in there doesn't even feel like you're at a terminal. It feels like you're at a mall. And that just goes to show how we go above and beyond to ensure that our passengers have an amazing experience here at our airport. So thank you so much for everything you guys are doing there.
Anyone else? Thank you very much for your presentation and all the hard work you do. That we are adjourned.